If you talk to 50 safety engineers, 25 will say, safety committees are wonderful and really do work. The other 25 will say they're not worth the paper they're written on and do nothing but waste time, money, and effort. Both groups are correct. When a safety committee is properly formed, supported, and budgeted, they can be invaluable to the safety program. Before we explain how to improve safety committee performance, it's important to understand the basic reasons why safety committees fail or die a slow death. First of all, employees are not the cause of safety committee failure. Employees will perform as required by management, but they do need direction. Here's a quick look at the causes of poor safety committee performance. The most common cause is members bring problems to the committee, discuss them, and turn them over to someone else for action. Generally, it's a list of potential hazards requiring maintenance efforts. Each month, the maintenance department is overwhelmed with these recommendations. The result is stagnation, and the committee members start feeling disillusioned by the lack of corrective action. They call it lip service to safety. Next, we have the Safety Committee Inspection Team. This group inspects the facilities to seek out safety hazards. On the surface, this seems to be a worthy cause. In reality, you're telling the supervisor that he or she is no longer responsible for maintaining a safe and healthful work environment, as this committee inspection team has taken over this responsibility. Not allowing safety committee members time away from their regular jobs to perform safety committee functions is another cause of committee failure. They can only accomplish so much in a meeting. They need additional time to perform other safety functions. One major problem is assigning committee members to police the action of other employees in their department. Other employees strongly resent their peers telling them what to do. Again, this can also be viewed as usurping the manager's leadership authority. There are many causes for safety committee failure, but let's spend a few minutes on how to improve safety committee performance. We'll start from scratch. The very first thing to do is make sure you want a safety committee. Management must support the concept and be willing to support their efforts with a committee and budget. Safety committees are going to require an investment. Once you have the commitment and budget, the next step is to develop policies and operating procedures for the committee. What is the goal of the committee, and how are the goals going to be achieved? Safety is not the goal of any safety committee. Safety is a leadership responsibility. Goals could include solving safety problems, increasing safety communications among all employees, improving employee participation in safety, education, and training. The list can be quite long. One specific requirement of this new effective safety committee should be problem solving, not problem giving. Let's say the company is experiencing a particular injury in several areas, say cuts. The committee should assign members to review the problem, allowing time away from their routine job to investigate the problem and return with specific recommendations to solve the problem. Management could then review the options and make the decision for implementation of the recommendations if approved. That's problem solving. Committee members were given a specific problem. They made a recommendation and received a reply from management on their recommendation. Feedback to the committee tells them management is committed to safety and their efforts are appreciated. Let's say the committee makes a recommendation that can't be implemented. That's okay, because they received an answer to their recommendation. No response to a recommendation is the worst thing that can happen to a safety committee. A few minutes ago, we told you inspection teams weren't a good idea. We haven't changed our mind because supervisors and managers are responsible for safety. Leadership doesn't change. Safety committee members may direct efforts by improving inspection checklists, training employees and management in inspection techniques, or volunteer to help managers and supervisors inspect their departments. There's a difference. Management is still in charge and responsible, but committees can provide assistance if so requested. The safety responsibility remains with the manager, not the committee. Safety committees can systematically review safety policies and procedures to make sure they're effective, up to date, and are being enforced. Committees can research old procedures, new safety laws, and develop effective procedures to implement new safety requirements. Safety committees can be assigned to review training and make recommendations for improving the training program. They can develop safety communications and hundreds of other worthwhile safety-related topics. Safety committees should include safety training for all their members during each meeting. The objective is to get as much safety training during their tenure as possible, so when it's time to relinquish safety committee responsibilities to new members, they leave with a wealth of safety information to help them in their regular jobs. Safety is an individual responsibility. OSHA is a law that requires compliance. The vast majority of injuries are caused by the unsafe acts of employees. Therefore, the majority of your safety efforts should be targeted at reducing unsafe acts. The Safety Committee could devote 99% of their time at improving safety awareness, safety performance of all employees, and improving safety training. OSHA compliance is a requirement, and the Safety Committee could be used to assist in OSHA compliance. There are literally thousands of topics and projects safety committees can involve themselves in promoting safety. Last but not least is incentives. Now, we're not going to mention safety bingo, belt buckles, caps, jackets, or other incentives. The rule on incentive programs is you must first have a viable safety program in effect and functioning before considering any type of safety incentives. Actually, don't call them incentive programs. They are simply recognition programs for good safety performance. All too often, incentives and recognition programs are implemented before a safety program is in operation and functioning. Carefully plan recognition programs if you choose to use this form of motivation. Some incentives may work, some may not. Caution should be the guideline, but then again, that's a problem to give to the Safety Committee. Safety committees can be great or terrible. Management support is critical. Safety committees need management direction and leadership also. If you'll just follow the basic guidelines just presented, add in your own creativity and experience, safety motivation, and good judgment, there's no reason you can't make your committee an effective part of the safety program. Don't forget to turn to others in your community for support and assistance: local fire departments, insurance loss control engineers, equipment manufacturers, safety equipment suppliers, perhaps technical experts in your own company. They can all provide seminars or hands-on training and assist you in evaluating specific problems. Fire extinguisher service companies provide fire extinguisher training. Usually, all you have to do is ask. Don't forget about CPR and first aid training, especially for committee members. Make your safety committee a model of efficiency and productivity. Safety is an individual responsibility, but an effective safety committee can do many things to improve safety awareness, communications, and training. A team effort is what it's all about anyway. Thank you.
It is important. It's important to me because of the safety of the employees that I work with. You know, you get an absent employee, you got to hire someone, you got to take the time to train them. By the time you go through that, the cost of training new people, it's time to get your old employee back, and I mean, you've wasted a fortune on just retraining.
What I like is I like the participation of the employees, not just a management level thing. This is where we can all can get involved and try to make the place a better place to work.
By and large, from an administrative standpoint, we also have to look at the cost of safety. We have a very active, vocal, mobile safety committee, and I can't quote you the dollar amount, but we have saved a substantial amount of money since we have such a mobile safety committee in place.
What, if anything, would you say
makes this safety committee special above someone else's?
Because we have people that are truly aware as it relates to safety. Our safety committee members are brought into the loop as it relates to the savings and the cost aspects and the fact that people not injured are people who can work more hours. And the members of our committee, none of the information is excluded from them. They understand the value of lost man hours and the value of medical expense and that kind of thing. By having them, all the members of the committee, full well aware of those items, it makes them a lot more enthusiastic and a lot more ambitious to.
Very positive. I've seen a large drop in accidents and stuff since we first had our first meeting to now. I would say it's cut things in half. That's